You go upstairs?
No, I thought that you did.
No.
I didn't see nothing. We are live. Yeah. I'm trying to get to it though. If I can get to it.
There's already people in here.
Yeah, it probably is because I'm so dang late. If I can get to it.
There's already people. Good God Almighty, look, we are way behind.
I know, I'm trying to hurry.
Welcome to Never Done Projects, where we are just a silly little YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and consider joining the member on the wall and out by the road for only $4.99 a month. Yeah!
Ryan says, I'm here. Hello, Ryan. WWE says, hey. Daniel says, happy Wednesday. What's up, everyone? Hello, Daniel. Annabelle says, hello, everyone. Hello, Annabelle. Ryan says, hello, everyone. Jane says, hey, Pops. Hey, Ryan. Hazel said, Pops. Hello, Hazel. Jane said, hey, WWE. Ryan says, hey, Jane. Jane said, hi, Hazel. And Ryan said, hey, WWE. Madison said, hello. Hello, Madison. Ryan said, hey, Madison. Jane says, hey, Daniel. Madison said, hey, Ryan. Jane says, hey, Maddie. Madison says, hey, Jane. And Toppers, what's up, Doe? Not much. How about for you, Topper? John says, hi. Libby says, what day is it? It's hump day. Robert said, Randy Jr., Robert, first game is 103, second is 107 in bowling. Last day. Awesome, Robert. Randy heard. He said, that's congratulations. That's awesome. Jane said, hi, Toppers. Cowboy says, hi, everyone. Hello, Jacob. Jane says, hi, Olivia. Topper said, what's up, Doe? Hazel said, ice cream man, where is the milk? I know, right? Jane said, hi, John. Olivia said, hey, Jane. WWE says, you were a little early. Yeah, Mike had his going on, and there was a decent little crowd in there with Mike, and I just thought I'd just jump on in here and see if they'd follow over here, and we'd have a good time. Let's see. Never says, I was playing Fortnite. Jane said, it's not hump day until Mike gets here. We just left Mike. Robert said, Randy Jr., what we have for dinner tonight, buddy? I'll ask Randy what he plans. I'll probably have me a Salisbury steak. I don't know. I might go down there about like I did the last couple of days and fix me some more leftovers. I got about one more bowl of leftovers and I'll be done. Jane says, tell him that. Said Hazel. What did I just say? I just messed something up, I believe. Jacob said R3. James says, hi, Jacob. Brian said, so did R3 tell you he said y'all are going to help me play musical chairs? Oh, yeah, he said something about it. And he was telling me about it. And I said, well, you know he's welcome. Come on. Cowboy says, I got new videos. Awesome. Jane said, hit the like, y'all. Yes. Jacob said, what's up, Jane? Hazel says, I will take some. Come on. There's 15 people, 14 thumbs up. That means one of y'all in here has not hit that button yet. Come on now. Help me out. Lucy said, what's up, boss man? Hello, Lucy. Olivia says, have you heard this profanity? I never hear profanity. Jane said, hi, Lucy. Let's see. Never said I'm winning from Fortnite. Cool. Ryan says, I don't know if it'll be this weekend, but I'll keep y'all posted. I'm bringing so many wheels, y'all will be sick of me. No, there is no way, Ryan. You can't own that many wheels. WWE said, what's your favorite cuss word? Probably the F word. I probably use it more than I really should. Lucy says, hi, Jane. Smiling. Peace. 100. Olivia says, oh, my B, I got you, Grandpa. Thank y'all. Olivia said, Ryan hasn't opened his gift that Randy brought him. Nah, I believe Ryan's scared to do it. Hell, we even had Jane scared to open hers. Cowboy said, what's up with all the snakes? You got enough to feed an army. Well, we got enough to feed an army or me, one of the two. WWE said, Olivia, was you in a Santa stream? Never's got Christmas trees. Lotus says, hello, Lotus. Jane said, hey, Lotus. Madison said, hey, Lotus. Olivia said, ooh, it's Loco Man. Lucy said, what did you do today, boss man? Easy day or nay? Easy day or nay? It was a pretty good day. I was on the HPT&D, which is a little easier. We got a lot of ribbon rail over it, so I walked the yard and then drove down, inspected 33 miles, then had to go all the way to Winston and deliver some water and pick up antennas. So yeah, it was a pretty easy day. Didn't do a lot of work, just did a lot of driving. But that's mainly my job too. Jane says weather crappy over there. Actually, it was a beautiful day. It was a little overcast, but sun kept coming out. Randy's, our marketplace warrior, Randy went to go home last night and it broke down just right up the road. So he pulled it into Tractor Supply and I jumped in the Toyota and took the Toyota to him. And he went and fixed it this afternoon. So we got it, but we got both of them back to the shop now. WWE says, I'm sleepy. I am too. Right before Mike's, right before I realized Mike's live was on, I took me about a 10-minute nap. Lotus said, hi, Jane. Olivia said, Pops, what is that bag? What is that yellow box? That yellow box is Pops. Well, it must be just a computer. Lotus says, him ADI. Cowboy said, there's a Bigfoot behind you. WWE said, is that Lowell I see? Cowboy said, what up, Lotus? I don't know why my computer's froze. What the hell? Lotus said, Lowell Short Garth Barbie, what's up, Cowboy? Lewis says, WWE, I have no clue what you're going on about. The only lives I've been in is lack of intelligent mics and pop-pops so far. Lotus said, it is WWE. Keith Goat Raiders checking in. Thank you, Keith. I think that's how you say that. Never says you have to order. I missed something. Never does it. Do you have a Toyota? Yeah, we've got a 1988 Toyota. Extra cab, 4-wheel drive. Madison said, I had no energy today. I know the feeling, Madison. I don't know what it is. Jane said, hey, Kitty. I don't know how you say that. That don't make sense to me. Lucy said, Olivia, the yellow box is cereal and WWE is a fighting sport. Jane says, me either. Maddie been that way all week. Why is it doing that? have to ask Randy what's it doing. If he comes in here, I don't know what he's doing. Olivia says, well, I didn't know you were so hungry that you keep eating yourself. Jane said, Pops is in the yellow cereal box, Olivia. Topper says, WWE is fake. Mattis says, if I didn't have kids that needed to go places, I probably could sleep all day. Mattis said, and eat, of course. Lotus says, Kit Haywood. Was I that far off? I'll be damned. Thank you, Lotus. Kit Haywood. All right, that sounds a lot better. That's a lot better than what I said. Jane said gas is $4.99 a gallon. Lotus says hello, Kit, and Cowboy says hi. Olivia says he looked at me funny. He didn't get my joke. Olivia said, makes me sad. Because you want me to eat Pops. Yeah, well, the Pops is for Randy, but that don't make the joke any better. Oh, Lord. I just played, Olivia. Sorry I made you sad. Lotus says she thinks you and the box are the same color. Well, now she's not in here, but I will have to give Maria credit for that because looking into this picture, that box looks yellow and this shirt does look green. Don't tell her I said that though. WWE says, can I call you Rando and Randy? Call me anything you want. I answer to a lot worse. Jane said, no, Pop's shirt is green. Olivia says even better. No. Lotus says, no, younger Randy is Rando. Yeah, Lotus calls little Randy Rando. Cowboy laughing, or Jacob, however we want to say it. I don't get too used to the name because people change them way too much. They change their name more than they do their underwear around here. Smoking Joe said, hello, sir. Hello, Smoking. How you doing? Welcome. I don't think I've seen your name come up here before. I don't think. WWE said some perverts are insane. All perverts are insane. Jane said, Jacob, when are you going on the trip? Jane said, hi, smoking. Smoking in the boys' room. Everybody knows that smoking ain't allowed in school. What we got here? Let's look. Boxer. All right, no videos, but you got them boxing gloves on. Welcome, Joe. Smoking Joe. I like it. Olivia said, that's yellow. Smoking said, hi, Jane. WWE said, how long have I been on this channel? About 4.25 days. Cowboy said, this Saturday or Sunday, Jane. Spoken said, you know Joe Frazier? Yeah, I know Joe Frazier. Olivia says, now my brain can't stop developing cruel jokes. Jane said, I know Joe Frazier. WWE said, I thought it was a week and a half. Well, it might be. I don't really know. I just know you've come in here a few times. It might be a week and a half. I didn't think it'd been that long, but it might have. Why does my damn computer keep freezing? But it's not doing it on my phone. It's just the computer. Well, I say that, and all the chat quit too, so I'm not for sure if it froze or not. Hello, so there we go. Lotus said, it's scared of the face staring at it. I know, right? It definitely is not, it's clear on my phone. I don't know what it's doing. Stupid thing. Jane said, I'm trying to watch Granddaughters and you at the same time. Well, I appreciate it, Jane. Ernest says, I am a word beginning with letter I, add letter A, I become a different word, but pronounced the same as the word I am. I don't know. I'm not too good with riddles. Staying off the grid said, today is backwards day, homosexual gay, homosexual bearded gay. I like it. Smoking said, I need those snacks in the back. Come on, get you a couple of them. You're welcome. WWE says, hello, how long have I been on this channel? If Randy was in here, I'd figure it out. I don't know how to. Let me see this. Let's see. Maybe I can. I don't think it's going to give me a date. Let's see. We got. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like you've been in here on 9 lives. So that would be about 9 days. And you've got 0 deleted messages and 4 timed out. So 9 days. Olivia said, well, I have to get ready for church. Have a good one. I'll see you, Olivia. Thanks for coming. Ernest says, is all. Maddie said, I'm sitting in parking lot while Addie is at dance. The service sucks here. Keep freezing. It's freezing here too, Madison, on the computer, but not my phone. It's kind of weird. Lotus says, have fun. Don't bust into flames. No shit. Jacob says, I didn't know they made snacks called ding dongs. Oh, yeah. Cowboy laughing. WWE says, I gave you a like on accent. All right. Appreciate it. AJ says, how's everyone? Good to see you all. Good to see you too. Ryan says, hello, AJ. Smoker said, yeah, the stream keeps stopping for me. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's the weather. I don't know. AJ says, hello, VR6, which is Ryan. Hello, Ryan. 8 people, 24 thumbs up. It must be freezing for a lot for people to jump out like that. WWE's got smiling. Lotus says, no problem. Here's solid stream. See, Lotus, it's kind of weird. Ryan said, same stream looks good for me. Well, my phone's doing good because I always have it here on my phone so I can see the thumbs up, but the computer keeps freezing. AJ says, will there be a cookout this Sunday? Should be a cookout every Sunday. Every once in a while, we don't do one for one reason or other, but yes, we try to do it every Sunday morning. Cowboy said, YouTube's been having problems, probably why. WWE said, looks great to me. Cool. AJ says, I will be there to show up on the stream. Thank you. The only problem on Sunday is we can't tell you exactly a time because I wait for Randy to get here, and good God, we don't know what time he's coming here on Sunday morning. Lotus says, get a better computer. Well, I thought I bought a dang nice one, but you know how computers go old real quick. I need better internet's what I need. They're supposed to be coming with the better internet sometime in the next few months. I wish they'd hurry up because we're paying for a lot more than what we're getting. I can promise you that. Ernest says, I have no wings, but I fly. I have no eyes, but I can cry. Did you tell me the answer to the other one? And I missed it, or if I just forgot it. But let's see. I have no wings, but I can fly. I have no eyes, but I can cry. I don't know. Got me on that one too. Matt said, it's probably my phone, to be honest. AJ said, is it always pancakes? Well, it's usually pretty much the same thing. I eat pancakes, so I mix the pancakes up. But we do pancakes, bacon, eggs, smoked sausage, link sausage. Well, we ain't done link in a while. Patty sausage, and but yeah, it's usually pretty much the same thing. Ernest said, close, CLO. I don't know what that is. Hello, Shed asked me, was I going live, and then he just disappears. AJ said, how was work? It was good. I've got one more day of this month, and I'm running out of time, so I hope it's pretty tomorrow. I hope we don't have rain, because I've got 3 more tracks to walk, and it has to be done before tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. Let's see. Ernest said, the answer is cloud. Oh. Okay. I got it. I like it. Okay, now I got it. Sorry, I'm slow. James says, hi, Ernest. Hi, Off the Grid, and hi, AJ. AJ says, you're 40 hours a week. Yes, 10 hours a day, 4 days a week is what I am. Ernest says, hi, Jane. How are you feeling today? AJ says, hi, Jane. Y'all see, I got me a milkshake today. I got a little chocolate on my shirt. I don't know how in the hell I missed this big mouth, but it was a big milkshake though. AJ says, what in the cup? Well, I thought I had water in there. It was just a little bit of ice. Jane said, my old bones hurt today. Dang weather. Yes. Christine says, hello, everyone. Hello, Christine. Jane says, hi, Christine. Let's see. TT says, hey. How are y'all doing today? Great, we hope. Glad and grateful to be here. Well, welcome, TT. Thank you for stopping in. Christine said, hi, Jane. AJ says, where's Randy? I don't know. I told him we were live, and he disappeared. I think he's cleaning up in front of the red truck so we can try to get we can try to work on that motor this weekend. But I really don't know. I heard him go in and out the door, but I don't know where he went. Jane said, hey, Flokies. TT says, hey, Jane, much love. TT, is your channel still going good? I haven't checked on it in a while. Last time I checked on it, it was pretty cool. I liked the way you were doing it. Solo said, what state you work for CSX? We're in North Carolina. We are actually the Winston-Salem southbound. We are co-owned from CSX and NS Connection. NS. They both co-own us, so we're our own little short line. We just got 125 miles. We can't take CSX job. They can't take ours. But our paycheck says CSX. But we're only CSX when they want us to be. PT says, smash those likes, share with family and friends, subscribe, bell, notification, icon set to all. Thank you. Ernest says, I am a word beginning with the letter I, add a letter A, I become another word, I sound the same, answer it. Oh, you did say it. You did tell me, I'm sorry. And I didn't realize what you said. I'm stupid.
I got something you need to guess how old it is.
30 years old. Good God.
Unopened. 1 quart, 10W30. Sinclair Dyno Supreme motor oil.
Huh. Cool. That isn't. That's one that the guy used to have the spout that you popped in.
Uh-huh.
Well, they had to put that on display, clean that up.
Yep. Sinclair Refining Company. For service, MLMMMSDGDM SAE 10W30, 1 quart motor oil.
We have to look that up, see what year that's.
Oh, it's got anti-wear nickel additive. So it's that old.
Wow. AJ says, do you have the Inside Track Club membership?
Yes.
Yes.
Harbor Freight, yes.
At Harbor Freight, yes. Granddaughter is playing college softball doubleheader between games. They had a guy playing bagpipes. Pretty cool. Awesome, Jane. Solo says, Lord, you know me.
Ooh, hold that thought. I had a cop I used to work with. He used to play bagpipes. He died about a month and a half ago. He was supposed to play for a Kernersville cop that got killed. He was supposed to play the bagpipes, but he had to decline because he was having neck surgery. As complications of his neck surgery, he ended up passing away. Wonderful, wonderful man. But talking about bagpipes, that kind of
triggered that thought. Yep. TT said bagpipes are awesome. Jane says, hi, so low. Jane said, wow. Ernest says, you're okay, never done. Thank you. Jane said, I love bagpipes. Hot Wheels says, hello. Jane says, hey, Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels says, hey, Jane. American Maker says, hi, all. Hello, Maker. American Maker says, hope you guys are doing well today. I am, and I hope you are. Jane said, hey, Maker. We make her great again. WWE said, I'm sleepy ASF. James says, me too. AJ says, I saw Carrie play the bagpipes. The hell was that? Cool. James said, WWE. I wondered what that was.
Whoopsies!
That was the electricity blowing a fuse.
Well, now I get the pleasure of finding out where that one is.
Don't go messing around and knocking me off the computer.
Okay.
Ernest says, coming from the UK, Scotland have bagpipes. Yes.
Found it.
AJ says, I carry hot. Hot Wheels said, smackdown.
It's okay. I got this.
I don't like it when I hear sounds. I really don't know what it was. I thought it was our air. What do you call it now? Air gun. But it wasn't. That was actually electricity. What did you do? Huh? What the hell's that? God damn. AJ says, I thought it was the notification went off. Yeah. Alexa says, dog. He must have him in the cage because he's not running around. Alexa says, hi, hello. 17 people, 27 thumbs up. Thank y'all. Well, we ain't far behind. We got 30. We've been on the stream 30 minutes. Jane says, what do you think is under those skirts they wear? Jane says, hi, Alexis. I don't know, but I'm not much of a skirt wearing thing, but I don't know. I might would wear a kilt. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I'd go out in public with it though. I wonder if the women watch the men walk in those kilts like all the men watch the women walk in those skinny skirts. AJ says, I think they wear diapers under the skirt. Jane says, I think you look good in a kilt, Pops. Well, Jane, come on now. I'd look good in anything. I'm just playing. Ernest said in Scotland they have the tattoo, which involves military putting on a show. Alexa says, hi, hello. Jane said, yes, they do, Pops. Cool. Ryan said, I remember a kid named Robert in my childhood church who wore one and got in trouble because he was on stage playing an instrument. A bunch of old biddies saw his balls. What the hell were they looking up there for? They were looking to see if they could see so they could bitch about it. AJ says, who would win in an arm wrestling, you versus Randy? Probably Randy. I don't know. That is one thing that I never cared much on, and that's arm wrestling. Alexa says, dog. Ryan said he was up on stage. Front row was pissed. Jane said eventually Robert didn't wear anything under his kilt. Evidently, sorry. Ryan said traditionally you don't wear undergarments with the kilt. Lol. Oh, that would be. I don't know about all that now. And isn't Scotland real rainy? Huh?
It's north of the UK.
Yeah, but isn't it real rainy? It's not real hot, is it?
No.
Alexa said, dog. I think he's got him in the cage. I really don't know. Ernest said, under the kilts they wear what all men wear. AJ says, allegedly, hey, Jane, haha. Christopher said, do you think British food is the worst of the first world cuisines? I have no idea what British food is, to be honest with you.
Beans and toast.
Huh?
Beans and toast.
Beans and toast.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan said, tidy whities, question mark. I ain't wearing no damn tidy whities. I don't like them things. I like my silk.
Boxer briefs for the win.
I don't know what you call them, but Randy said
Briefs.
boxer briefs. I don't like boxers either.
That's why they're called boxer briefs.
That's what they call boxer brief. Alexis says, cat, don't have one. Christopher said, what do you usually eat on a daily basis? Whatever we got here. I mean, snacks and I'll eat for supper. I normally eat either like beefaroni or Salisbury steak, or cook a burger or something like that. AJ says, what's your favorite book? Probably the Bible that I'll never read. Ryan says, yeah, a box of briefs are growing up britches. Grown up britches. I like my underoos. Jane said, we kids race go-karts. Flagman always had driver's meeting prior to race, held props his legs up on something, hit balls would fall out from one side of his shorts. Oh shit.
That was totally not on purpose.
I know, right? Lexa said dog. El Dorado, I think it is. Mama Pinga is back, boy. AJ said, does Randy have a favorite book?
I like the Hunger Games, but I mean, I've not read a book since the Hunger Games come out.
Jane said, Jane said, AJ, one of my favorite books is Master of the Game. Good book. Ryan says, I got to use special undies with ball hammocks for that sickness he's got. What do you call it? Lymphedema?
Yeah.
The swelling goes to my balls. Ooh. Alexa says, yes. Al Grotto, did you see Done? Did you see Done? Crocodile Dundee. Ernest said an English breakfast consisting of eggs, bacon, beans, sausage, mushrooms, ham, fried bread, tomatoes. All right, cool. Alexa said, hi, hello. Ryan said, Amanda laughed at me when they first swelled. Man. Alexa said, dog. Jane said, yep, Ryan, that swelling is painful. AJ says, that's awesome, Jane. I am currently reading The Art of Spending Money by Morgan House. American Maker said, I hope everyone is having a good day today. I am. Even better now that I'm here talking to y'all. Ryan says, damn sure is. Alexa said, car. Alexa's got this 3-letter word stuff. Jane said,
what do you say to the number 7 when it's sick?
I don't know.
6, 7.
42.
I'm sure that they'll enjoy that one.
James said, Ryan, did Amanda ask you if you were trying to impress her? Christopher said, do you like Morgan Wallen? Who's that?
Morgan Whalen.
Yeah.
I think it's an artist.
Don't know. Alexa said 42.
Pretty sure it's a man.
James said, AJ, I only read fiction. Real life is too sad. Ryan said, my doctor told me I might need to elevate my junk, so I asked, how do you elevate a viney sausage? Stand on your hands. On your head there, just woo. Ryan said, I do stand it up. Christopher said, do you trust newspapers? I don't trust anything with the word news in it. Alex said, 41. Jane said, Lord, you prop it, Ryan. AJ says, I still read fiction sometimes. That ain't never made sense to me. Fiction and non-fiction. That seems a lot of damn letters when we can say true or false. Ryan's laughing. I ain't never understood that, why we make the English language so damn hard. Say what you mean what you say, and be done with it. Don't add all these extra letters in it.
But they're silent.
Ryan said fiction is fun. Ernest said this man was sunbathing and he was stung on his weenie. The doctor said, "What do you want me to do? Remove the pain and leave the swelling?" Ryan said, "Nonfiction is depressing." So I'm going to figure non-pressing is like the truth.
Non-fiction is true.
Yeah, see, that sounds stupid to me. Non-fiction being truth.
Fiction's definition is basically fake.
See, that's stupid. It should be non-fiction is fake because it's got the word non in it. See, people are stupid. Whoever made the English language is an idiot.
I gotta go take a massive.
Christopher said, "Do you think your life would be different if you had a six-pack?" That depends if it was Pepsi or beer.
No,
Jane
because then I
said,
couldn't eat what I wanted.
Jane said, "Right, Ryan." Norma says, "Hey, I don't know who needs this, but Jesus loves you. Even if you feel far from God, you're never too far. Come back. You don't have to be perfect. He still wants you. It's time to repent." Thank you, Norma. We do not do religion or politics or controversial subjects, but I read your comment and I appreciate it. Thank you. Please, I think you put the same comment in the other day. Let's join us in having a good discussion about other things, please. Rumple says hello, Pops and Randy Jr.
What?
Rumple said hello, Pops and Randy Jr.
Hello, Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh, yep. I'm sorry, Rumpelstiltskin. I forgot. Jane said hello. Jane says hello, Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstiltskin said Ryan, hello. Ryan says hey, Rumpelstiltskin. Alexis said dog. AJ said don't shit yourself, Randy. Alexis said hi. James said, right, English language includes there, and they all sound the same, but they're spelled totally different. They mean different things. Stupid! Alexis said, hi. Christopher said, what do you think of the current blockade of Iran? I think the current blockade of Iran would be a controversial subject, so we don't discuss it. I wish the fuel prices would go down, but I do kind of understand what they're doing, but we're not going to get in it.
The F out of it, because I want to stop sending money to everybody and then acting like we are in charge.
Well, I don't like sending money to people that want us dead.
I'm going to keep my comment to myself on that. And keep my comment to myself because.
But that is a controversial subject, so we don't really need to touch on it.
See, no. Fuck 'em. Now, I'm going to go to the restroom. Do you need anything while I'm down there?
Yeah, water when you come back, please.
Okay. I'll be back. Might be able to.
Let's see. Alexis got smiley faces. Rumpelstiltskin said there's a famous dialogue from the old Bollywood movie. English is a very punny language. Huh. AJ says you live in North Carolina your whole life. Yes, I have. American Maker says that's about like seeing folks say you're welcome instead of you're welcome. Big difference. I know. Same thing. If you don't write it, just say it. Nobody never knows how the word goes. James said gas is $4.99 suddenly. What the hell? Alexa said 18. Madison said, hey, Rumpelstiltskin. Alexa said 20. Rumple said, Madison, hello. AJ says you should prank him and said, baby oil. Haha, yeah, I know, right? Alexa says 1932. Jacob says hi. Jane says, Alexis, what are you doing? Alexa said, hi. Rumpelstiltskin said, I think Alexis is playing some sort of bingo with us. Yep. Bingo. Some sort. American Maker says, gamer also saves lives. For example, let's eat dad can kill, but let's eat dad just saved dad's life. Yeah, you got a point. Ryan said, I think she wants to see the doggo. Jane said, but there's no letters in front, like B18. AJ says, do you watch the WWE wrestle? I do not. Alexa said, dog. Rumpelstiltskin said, we have our own bingo version. It's called Lotto, or Housey. Great party game. Alexis, question mark. We got a name called Twister. We got a game called Twister. Really get you tied in a knot if you ain't careful. Ernest said, I'm English, and English language has words that are spelled different but sound the same, like great, cheese, or great, which means good, seems, which seems, appears, seems, means, called, yes, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Rumpelstiltskin said, Jane, other version don't have alphabet, and numbers can go up to 99. Alexa's got the question mark. American Maker said, I used to be good at Twister when I was young. Christopher sent Laughing Disco for 250 jewels. Thank you. American Maker said, now, if I do it, I think something might break. Amen. Horn by Man said, the saddest thing is when someone takes your parking spot. Yeah, especially if you've been waiting on it. Cowboy said, what's up, Maker? James said, hi, Hornby. American Mary said, Jane, I still have a Twister game, even a DVD version. Cool. Hey, Jay said, how did you renew your CDLs? I got to go do a test. No, I thought you said how. AJ said, did you renew them? No, I've got till June. I got to tell Bossman about it, and then I have to go through a third party through the railroad, and they set up the physical, and then I got to go do it. What's stupid is at the same time my CDL comes up, my doctor's appointment for my blood pressure pill comes up, and I can't use the same, they do the same thing at both appointments, but they won't use each other's info. They have to do their own. It's crazy. So I have to go to 2 different appointments for them to do the same damn thing. America said, pardon my typo. It's probably my reading. Don't worry about it. Rumpelstiltskin said, was Twister that game which carpet had colors dots? Yes. Yes, had colored dots, and you spun a thing, whatever color it landed on, you had to go to that color with a part of your body. Hornby says, the annoying thing is being stuck in traffic. Yep. American Maker said, yes, it was Rumpelstiltskin. Jane said, Hornby, I get road rage. Stupid people don't know how to drive. Amen. Rumpelstiltskin said, America, oh, cool. Jacob says, hi, Maker, you have a good day. Christopher sent happy poop for 10 jewels. Thank you. Jane says, speed limit 70 miles an hour. 2 semis going side by side at 62 for miles. Yeah, that's a game that truck drivers play. I didn't know this until I was going to Florida many years ago, and my daddy told me to pull up beside of him, and we did that. What it does, it clears the traffic out in front of you. They go on, and then after you ride so long, one of y'all move back over, and it opens the road up. Everybody jumps over in the left lane and takes off, and then after a minute or so, you're not in as much traffic. It's real weird how it works, but I don't like it either. Ann says, how are you guys doing today? I'm doing great. Hope you are. Ann. American Mayor says, trying to cowboy. These things are okay so far. AJ says, do you own a semi truck? I do. Cowboys, Jacob's got pink poop. Maker says, as always, stay positive. That's right. Cowboy Jacob says, that's good. Hope you have a better day. WWE said, did I make you mad when I was being annoying for a week straight? Yes. You just about got hid from this channel. Rumpelstiltskin said Jane could have tried pit maneuver. Yeah. Alexa said no. Jane said, Law, right, Rumpelstiltskin. Oh boy, if only I could pit a semi. Hornbot said truck drivers don't let car in. Rumbles Jane laughing. AJ says truck driver companies to stay away from ID, says Snyder. Ryan said I call their company and raise hell. Ann said God bless the truck drivers. Christopher says, what do you get when you send stuff that costs jewels like the Happy Poop or disco balls? I have no idea. Somebody says you get enough of them, they turn into a little bit of money, but we don't know. It's cool when people send them, but I don't know exactly what they do. I understand what Ann's talking about to bless the truck drivers. Don't get me wrong, truck drivers get stuff from all over the world, but remember, before it gets on that truck, it was on those trains. There's probably not something you touch in any day that at some point doesn't go on the railroad. Everybody thinks a lot of the truck drivers, but they don't think about the train crews running around. Cowboy says, hit the like button, guys, please. Mike said, what's going on? Did I miss? I fell out. I'm going to cry. Hornby said truck drivers always say breaker, 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 19. That's what I always grew up on, that CB channel. 19. AJ says, hello, Mike. Jane says, hey, Mike and Libby was asking earlier what day it was. Rumpelstiltskin said, yeah, I heard it can convert to money, but of course YouTube takes a cut. Oh, yeah. Mike said, that's easy, Jane. It's hump day. Madison said, hey, Mike. Rumpelstiltskin said, long wrench, hello. Mike says, Madison. Jane said, hump day. Ernest said, everyone has me, but no one can lose me. Wow, what is that? WWE said, this is what I'm feeling. You all over the planet, ain't you? AJ says, wow, Randy is taking long. Haha, hope he didn't drop the baby oil. Randy can definitely take a while. Mike said, what up, Rumpelstiltskin? Brandon says, I need a delicious breakfast. How are you? I'm doing great. Hope you are. Ernest said, answer a shadow. Awesome. Cool. I saw a clip the other day where babies were scared of their shadow. That was so funny. Jane said, hi, Brandon. Rumple said, thank God it rained all evening. I was getting real hot and humid here. It was getting real hot and humid here. Brandon said that was her son. AJ says, I heard Randy say TikTok. Haha, yeah. I tell you, if I sat on the toilet as much as he does watching TikTok, my battery would go dead, my legs would go numb. Hornbra says, do you know how Hulk Hogan, the famous wrestler, did you know? Yeah, I knew Hulk Hogan. We were friends. Brandon says, tell him I said hi. Alexis said, North. My damn computer froze again for whatever reason. Stupid thing. James and Law, he gonna get hemorrhoids sitting that long. Yeah, yeah. That's okay. Madison will poke him back in. Boop. He likes that. AJ says, ha ha ha. Cowboy said, is Randy still stuck on the commode? I thought he fell in. Joking.
Pretty close. If you didn't hear me, that's a joke's on you. I can't feel my legs anymore.
Rumpelstiltskin said, what? Ha ha. Jane said, Lord, where's Maria? I don't know. I hadn't heard from her. Usually she says something to Randy or something on the phone or something, or TikTok. I mean, sends a thing on a meme or something like that, but I hadn't heard from her. Ernest says the hunchback fell out of the tower, and someone said, do you know him? Someone said his face rings a bell. Damn. James said, Lord Ernest, I need you to read for about 2 minutes.
The what?
I need you to read for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
Jacob says, laughing. Ernest. Rumpelstiltskin said, Ernest, that's funny. Hornby can't figure out what he wants to say. He keeps retracting his message.
Well, if you want me to read, I'll read for 2 minutes, 60 minutes, 5 minutes.
But you can read. I don't care.
You know, I have to tell everybody something. Last night I was on my way home from here, and I got about, 2 minutes up the road, and the battery light on Marketplace Warrior come on, and I noticed the power steering was non-existent.
Y'all don't tell him I done told y'all, but I'll let him tell the story. He's going a little bit more in depth than I did.
I thought for sure running 60 mile an hour power steering the wheel would still be easy to turn. Hell no. Took me a little bit to fix it, but I fixed it. Hornby said, what's your favorite movie on Netflix? I don't know. I've seen some good ones here lately. I like White House Down. I like action movies in there. But some of them are kind of silly, like The Old Guard. That was a good movie. Do not watch Old Guard 2. That was a shit movie. Jane said, what was wrong with it? The belt tensioner, exploded. It's 3 15mm bolts that hold the belt tensioner on and just a hard plastic pulley. And it melted and broke. Flung the belt off. And the belt's fine. I put the belt back on and put a new tensioner on it. I even bought a new air conditioning belt tensioner and left the belt here. So I could have done all that in Tractor Supply parking lot, but guess who left the half of the belts here? Whoops! But no, that took a little bit to fix, but let's see here. Alexis said car on Lennon. I don't know what that is. Ernest said it's getting late, so I will have to go. God bless and good night to everyone. Thanks for coming in, Ernest. Have a good night. Sleep well, and we'll talk to you again soon. Hornby said Netflix for free. I would love to have Netflix for free, but they keep going up on price. Jane said, take care, Ernest. Have a good night. Rumpelstiltskin said, Jane, same. No TV or movies for years. Didn't even have a smartphone 4 years ago. Oh, I didn't even read that. Jay said, I haven't watched a movie in months. I wouldn't mind watching more, but again, it's hard to make time for it. Alexis said hi and dog. What's up, dog? D-A-W-G though. WWE said one time I drank 15 gallons of sweet tea. Well, I mean, for a total, I probably drank close to that. Jane said, Hornby, how do you get Netflix for free? Brandon said, you were here. Yes, I was here. Ernest said, thanks, Jane. Take care. Lots of love. Rumpelstiltskin said, you may watch any show for free if you Yandex it. Can't say it's legal. Don't blame me. There's lots of pirate options out there. Just depends on how you want to do it. AJ says, I have to go. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you, AJ. Have a great day. Good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, keep it silly.
Thank
Alexis
you,
said,
AJ.
dog.
See ya.
Jane said, that's a lot of sweet tea. Yes, it is. Brandon said, Astros, Biltmore. Hope we are not going to be canceling the game. Is there way it's raining in Biltmore? I have no idea if it's raining in Biltmore. I know it started drizzling right before Dad went live, so I rolled the window up in Marketplace. So I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to try to drive Marketplace home again. Here's the last thing, though.
Nope.
Oh, I might be on 13 next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Wayne texted me. I think it was before you went live. It might have been right after you went live.
You didn't want to be on 294.
Yeah, maybe a week being away from it'll help. But he told me the hardest was going to 547. I said, well, unless Brent goes to 13, I'll probably be on 13. He says, kind of what I figured, I'd let you know. He said, if you do that, I'm going to 94. Works for me. That'll be okay. Jenny said, take care. AJ Hornby said Disney Plus is free. I don't know how you get Disney Plus for free. It's free for me. Madison pays for it. Jenny said Biltmore, not Baltimore. Or Baltimore, not Biltmore. I'm sorry. I don't have my Jane on glasses. Brandon said, how was your this week is going fast. How was your day? This week has went by pretty slow, to be fair. All day today, I thought it's Thursday. And then Dad called me a dum-dum, like, you know, the sucker, because I said something about bids not being awarded yet. He said, Randy, it's Wednesday. So, my bad. So, happy hump day.
Sure hell wasn't mine.
Sharney said, hi. Hello, Sharney. Alexis said, dog. WWE said, I think I might be getting banned on Snapchat. You gotta be young if you're still using Snapchat. But Snapchat is annoying. Jay said, hi, Shark.
I
Shirley.
still use Snapchat. That's the only thing
Yeah,
that Justin talked to me on.
Yeah, Justin, yep. Jay said, WWE, who did you make mad? Apparently Snapchat. Rumpelstiltskin, what's the history behind Bengals NFL team? How they get that name? I have no idea. The Cincinnati Bengals is a Tennessee thing.
ChatGPT can tell you, but it'll burn up too much water.
Alexa said 16, high, and 39.
Oh.
God damn you. Stop poking me before I hit you with the damn extension in the 7/8 or 7 go. 5/16. Bitch ass motherfucker.
Language.
Is English. Hornby said you need to buy Crown Victoria Police. Ooh, I would love to. I miss my Crown Vic.
You
James
gotta
said,
get the land cleared first.
well, I guess I ain't ever getting no Crown Vic. Rumpelstiltskins, or excuse me, James said WWE is 14 R3.
I said it Mike's live. I don't think he understood what I meant. We're going to have our first event, and everybody that comes in our lives is welcome to come. And it's going to be clearing the property for the next event. See how many people shows up.
I'm not allowed to clear the property anymore.
Bring your own equipment.
Yep. Rumpelstiltskins, and my guess is they had a local zoo Bengal tiger as mascot. That's probably a good guess.
I thought
Jacob's
they had a
laughing.
Bengal dog they went and hunted.
Yeah. Jane says, boys, 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 use those toys. Girls, girls, shake that ass.
I thought the girls used the toys. That's what made them shake their ass.
No fucking clue. All I know is that's all that goes through my head whenever I think about that song.
I didn't know they made a song like that.
Yes, boys, boys, lots of toys, something like that. If I start singing it too good, then I might get copyrighted. Can you stop sucking on your teeth? Or get you a piece of plastic? I will get you a piece of plastic.
I gotta get the broken stuff out of the broken one. I just ate a cupcake.
Rumpelstiltskin said, fight, 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 and then laughing. Maria said, you were early today. Well, there's Maria. It was Dad's fault.
Yeah, well, I decided to go on after Mike's live.
XG Girl said, hi from Santa Cruz, California. Well, hello from Denton, North Carolina. All the way across the country.
But hello!
Mike at Lone Wrench Garage said, you're going to have to put a fence up to keep everybody out. They're going to come in droves.
I know, right? But if they'll come in and help me clear the property, we'll work on the fence.
Yeah.
I only let them out one way.
Jane said, I'll bring cookies and pickles.
All right.
Jane said, hi, Maria. Green Dog said, mechanic says my timing chain cover is leaking on a Gen 3 RAV4 V6. Should I give them $1,500 to fix it or tell it to shove it up their ass? I don't know what a Gen 3 RAV4 motor is, consists of, but a timing cover shouldn't be too bad. But if it's anything like the V6, the Vortex Chevy 4.3, to do the timing cover correctly, it is a one-time use timing cover. And to take it off and put it on, you were supposed to drop the oil pan. And to drop the oil pan on this motor with the manual transmission, you have to take the transmission apart from the motor. So if it's anything like that, if you don't want to do it, it might be worth paying somebody to do it. So
YouTube it.
I will warn you though, if they get in there, they're probably going to say you need a timing chain. And then it's going to be another $3,000. So be careful with it.
Chat GPT will do it, tell you how to do it. Just get a glass of water.
Maria said, hi, Jane. Hornby said, what would you win in the wrestling match, a raccoon or a rabbit? Or what would win? Probably a raccoon. I like raccoons.
Depends if the raccoon was rabbit or not.
Jane said, hi, Green Dog. Maria said, I saw Mike's desk today, and they were so messy. WWE said, I get notifications when y'all get live. Well, thank you, WWE. Sometimes they don't work.
Doing it.
So just keep your eye open if you still want to come in. Sometimes you might not get notified.
We do appreciate you changing your tune, though.
Maria said, why all people who watches your lives have messy desks? Because we're adults and we have lots of work to do. We don't just get to sit around and sleep.
It's called life. We're not a kid's life.
Mike said, Maria, whose desk is messier, mine or Pop's? Maria said, Jane, show us your desk. Reddish man said hi, hello. Maria said definitely Pops, Mike, lol. Madison said hey Maria. Alexa said dog and hi again. Jane said Maria, everyone's desks are messy. Mine is a mess. Maria said hi Madison. Lotus said I'm back. Did you miss me? Probably not. Well, I missed you with every shot so far. Consider yourself lucky. I don't have my glasses on. It's really hard to read this screen.
But he's got his socks on.
I do. Alexa said hi twice. Madison said I don't have a desk, but if I did, it'd probably be messy. Jane said, where were you? You were gone, Lotus? Auto Dash said, I know you from work. Do you know a person called Fat Gear? Nope. Lotus said, my desk is messy too. Madison's laughing at Jane. Lotus and Maria will never see. Mike said, Lotus, it's a theme thing. Yep. Reddish said, biggest hail I've seen just came through almost an inch. You must be in Texas. Maria
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Maria said, you're an adult? I didn't know that. I'm just old. Mike said, but Maria, I don't have snacks on my desk. Just junk.
I only do the snacks for y'all.
Madison said, nope, you can supervise. So I'm not allowed to clear the lane. I can just supervise. Victoria said, hey, friend. Hello, my friend Victoria.
Hello, Victoria.
Lotus said, you missed, bitch. Try me, bitch. I'll go get my glasses. Still probably miss. I don't know if I can make that shot from North Carolina to Ohio. I'll try, though. Jane said, hi, Victoria. Victoria said, hi. Reddish said, yup. Only reason I know that is one of our friends, he's a member on the wall. Nickel Pony's down there about 2 hours south. I think he said east of Dallas, Texas. But he was talking about hailing last night. Maria said, okay, don't do the snacks for us. We didn't ask for it. Sometimes you do something out of love. You don't have to be asked. Not me though, you gotta ask me. Lotus said, I think I'm pretty safe. You're pretty damn safe. By said the Grinch is a good movie. I agree. WWE said y'all live up north. Nah, we're in North Carolina, which is pretty central.
We're north of South Carolina.
Yeah, we're pretty central as far as the East Coast is concerned, but we are considered to be south of the Mason-Dixon line.
I don't even know where the Mason-Dixon line is. I guess it's north.
Yeah, it's north of Virginia, I believe.
That's up there around them
Damn Yankees.
damn Yankees. Who used to? They quit coming in here, didn't they? Used to get mad, or not mad, but so I picked on them about being a
What's
Yankee.
their name? I forgot their name. It was Boggy and Olivia's like aunt or something.
Yeah, they quit coming in here.
Yeah, I guess you pissed them off.
Damn.
Madison said she's craving chicken salad real bad.
As long as it ain't pickles.
Yeah, no shit. Lotus said freaking gas went up to $4.99 today. Ain't nobody traveling on that. Nope. It was $3.50 something. Whenever I went to work in the morning, by the time I went home that evening, it was $4.99. Or not $4.20. So I'm like, how does it go up 70 cents in one day, but it only goes down in about 3-cent increments? WWE says I'm in Tennessee. Oh, cool. We're neighbors. Maria said, Randy, I hope you dream of a weird orange man who wears glasses. I don't usually dream about my dad, but I usually dream about not good things. I haven't remembered a lot of my dreams. Lotus said, I saw Annie last week. That's who it is, Annie.
Annie, yeah. I hadn't seen her in a while. I must have made her mad.
No shit, you made her mad. Talking shit all the time.
I thought it was cool.
Cowboy, a.k.a. Jacob, said, I live in Tennessee too.
He must live in Tennessee because he's the only pen I see.
Maria said, fish memory. Who are you? Blah, 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 blah. Mike said 7213, is that the correct numerics for your address? Yeah, Mike, here, I'll shoot you a text with the address. Madison's home.
Make sure you put it south.
There you go, Mike. Lotus said Annie is very nice, not a smartass like us. Annie is very nice.
And it was real nice. She always picked with me about the damn Yankee thing that was totally out of context. I was going to fix it. She did.
She did. No problem, Mike. Maria said, I just fish cooking for tomorrow. We have party.
You cooking fish or your daddy cooking them?
I think that's supposed to say, I just finished cooking for tomorrow. We're having a party.
Did you wash your daddy's car?
Better have washed his car.
Well, they got to have a clean car for the party.
Oh,
What we celebrating?
There she goes. She said finish. Cowboy said hi. Lotus said, you cooking fish the day before? I think she corrected it to finish. Lotus said fresh fish. I love how you go to like a state that's completely landlocked and they say they got fresh fish.
They got ponds.
Yeah. Like crab legs and stuff like that. Like flounder. Saltwater fish. Lotus said fresh fish. Maria said never gonna clean that man car. Never say never, Maria.
She said I didn't say it, I typed it. You said it. You just read it. Heaven in Love Lake, Texas. I don't want to go.
Maria said we had fish last week. I didn't eat it. I told them I'm sick of fish. I have ate the same thing for the last 3 days. And fish, I'll tell you right now, I thought about going fishing again, maybe catch me a bass or a brim. Not no catfish, and cooking that. Jane said, Maria, check Instagram. Then Maria said, never! Lotus said, I worked a fish market for a few years, Midwest Fish. Delivers fresh fish to our nothing dead more than a week. Oh, really? I mean, I guess that's not too bad, especially whenever they get put on ice and borderline or frozen. Victoria said, I meant spell in my studio and brownie cookie. I've wore my glasses all day and I can tell now I can't read shit hardly. I meant spell in my studio and brownie cookie. Okay. I don't think I'm tracking, Victoria. Lotus said, tell them you want chicken, then point to one of your tads. I want that chicken. WWE, my favorite type of fish is catfish. I'm not saying I don't like catfish. I've liked some fried catfish, but I've not had bass or a brim, and I can't tell you how long. Maria said, Lotus, my dad rather cook me than cooking his chicken. Human meat's only bad if you don't try it. Jane said, mine too, WWE. Mike said, fish is only good once when it's freshly cooked. Leftover fish is yuck. I agree. I do agree with that. Rumpel said, it suck y'all, Pops, gray-bearded homosexuals. R3, hello, Carlo and Papa Renzo.
Hello, Carlo.
Jay said, Maria, I sent you a picture. Victoria said, I start spam, add mashed potatoes. I've not had spam with mashed potatoes, but I like mashed potatoes with a lot of different meals. Mike said, bluegill, in my opinion, is the best, but it takes a bunch of time to fill you. I don't know if I've ever had a bluegill.
I don't think I have.
Maria said, no thanks, I don't want to eat myself. Lotus said, just start crying, the chicken will end up cooked. Yep. Maria said, you should see our fish, they are huge. You told us that before. I think you sent us a picture of a fish at one point.
Yep,
They are pretty damn big. Maria said, yep, Jane, I'll see after the live. Jane said, hey, Carlo and Papa Renzo. Lotus said, what kind of fish is it? Maria said, hi, Carlo. It's probably a dead fish. Lotus said, I like bluegill. And Carlo said, hello, Jane. Tell you what, I'm liking that fan. Did we have a fan funding tonight?
What?
Yeah. Christopher sent a bunch of stuff, and then, so thank you if Christopher's still in here, I doubt it. Jacob said, that's what she said. Jane said, hot down there? No. I've been hot all day today, but it's only, what, 60-some degrees?
I don't know, but I got that fan away from me.
It's
I'm comfortable, don't get me wrong, but I don't like wind blowing on me like that.
Yeah, it's been 60-some degrees today. I wore a jacket at work, and I was pretty warm, but if I took the jacket off and just put on the regular vest, I got cold. I've just not been very comfortable today. I guess I'm coming off of my, that thing that ends a sentence. Carlos said, hello, Maria, a.k.a. Mary. WWE said, but I hate and love meat at the same time. Well, I like a lot of different types of food, and there's some food I wouldn't say I hate it. Like, I used to very strongly dislike mushrooms. I like mushrooms with my steak now. Your taste buds change the older you get. Madison said, yes, it is hot. And Madison said, that's hot. Thanks. Jacob said, your dad's dreaming of ice cream again, and Bigfoot's going to take it away from him. I'm surprised he didn't get ice cream today.
I got a milkshake, remember I told you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Look him up.
I didn't go by the store.
Lotus said, why the meat hate? Carlo said, sup, Lotus, and hello, Madison. Lotus said, sup, Carlo, again. Madison said, hey, Carlo. American Maker said, sounds like me with broccoli. Oh, bro, I love broccoli. Maria said, there is some famous American man come to here last week and ate Iraqi fish. The Iraqi man told him my father hate me because I don't like to eat fish and I live in the South. All people from the South should like fish. I don't like when people lump every single person into one group. It doesn't matter if you like something or not. Everybody can have their own opinion. If everybody had the same opinion, we would all be each other. We wouldn't be ourselves. Mike said that fish that float on the top of the water are the best, that are most tender. Lotus said, hi, American Maker. Cowboy said, yuck, broccoli. Dude, broccoli with some salt. Every once in a while, throw some cheese on it. Man, you in some luck. Mike said, hi, America. Maria said, I found an ice cream in all capital letters. He didn't even budge. In the fridge. I'm glad you found an ice cream in the fridge, because if it was out of the fridge, it might be a little melted. WWE said, Lotus, because my stomach can't process a lot of meat. Well, but I love sausage and ground beef, and meatloaf is my favorite. Too much of any one thing can be bad for you. Nobody's telling you to eat all meat. Nobody's telling you to eat no meat. Your body, you should be able to eat what you know doesn't hurt it. I love boiled eggs, but some of them upset my stomach. I do have 12 natural non-bleached eggs back here. I might boil those up tonight and start taking a couple to work. Carlo said, sup, Mike. American Maker said, hi to Mike. Lotus said, broccoli is the best veggie. Love some trees. I remember growing up, I used to eat the tops of the broccoli, acting like I was the Iron Giant. And that was me eating trees. Now, who would have thought I'm an adult that absolutely hates trees? Madison retracted her message. Jane said, I make a mean broccoli and cheese casserole. See, you lost me once you said broccoli casserole. And it's kind of hit and miss on whether I like it or not.
You put any word casserole, I'm not gonna like it. I don't care if it's chocolate casserole. I don't like the word casserole.
I like casserole. Maria said, guess what I did today? I slept.
I kind of figured.
That's alright. Madison, I need to cook dinner, but Allie crawled up on my lap, so this is where I stay. Yep. She's like a cat. When she crawls in your lap and lays there with you, you take it while you can. Mike said steamed broccoli dipped in steak juice. Ooh, yeah. Like beef broccoli from a Chinese restaurant. And you make sure you get all that beef juice on that broccoli. Yep. Kevin said, brother, don't worry, I'm here. Believe me and trust me. I believe you, Kevin. Now I'll trust you if you trust Bugs Money. Madison said, I like grilled broccoli. Yep. I think Madison's had me grilled broccoli before on the Blackstone. Lotus said, love the white trees too. Cauliflower. Oh, I like some cauliflower. American Baker said, someone told me to try broccoli and cheese, that I would love it because I love cheese. It was sad. I ruined good cheese with the vile flavor of that plant. Put some rice with it next time. Rice, broccoli, and melted cheese. Pretty good. Maria said, so delicious ice cream. I'm jealous. I hadn't had ice cream in a minute. Lotus said, broccoli and cheese casseroles are great. You would love it. I've told him that about chicken casserole too, but he won't listen to me. Mike said, broccoli and cheese casserole is one of my favorites. American Maker says, lol, everyone loves something different. That's right. Maria said, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust myself. And then Maria said, I like broccoli. Trust is earned, not given. American Maker said, I keep trying it though. I'm hopes I will one day enjoy it. Kevin said, I fought my boss today. He said I was rude, and if I talk to him like that again, don't come back. What should I do? Stop arguing with your boss. Coming from the guy who told his boss some very colorful language today. My boss at work today told me, he says, Randy, whenever I see you going up and down the rail, it's okay. You can wave at me. You don't just have to ignore me. He said, if I see you on the road, you don't have to ignore me either. Every time I see you, you're just paying straight attention. You don't pay any bit of attention. I said, I don't want to see you on or off of work. I said, if I see you, I'm probably going to wave at you with one finger. He just laughed. He goes, well, at least wave at me. I said, okay. Maria said, I like the beginning of the video today. I will have to check what the beginning of the video was. I made it yesterday, but I don't remember what it was. If you want to tell me, you can tell me. If not, I'll go back and watch it. WWE said, when I was like between ages 8 and 11, I would be a goofball to a other like level. I would run to the edge of the pool, jump in, and swim under the water for 45 seconds with my mouth open and eyes open. Lol. Well, you better than me. I couldn't do that. Madison said, I love chicken casserole. Swammy on Dex said, what is your opinion on King Charles telling Trump he saved Americans from speaking French after Trump said Americans saved England from speaking German? Last time I gave shit about the UK and what they had to say was July 3rd, 1776. Mike said, Maria, that's not a bad thing. Be cautious of everyone. People are not always who they say they are. That is a very good piece of advice for a young person on the internet. Haley said, probably eating pepperoni and drinking RC Cola tonight. Nothing is wrong with that. Maria said, we're not celebrating anything tomorrow. I'm just excited. I'm going to see my old friend. We're going to have a pool party. That is a good occasion. American Makers, I told my boss he was an idiot. He just stared back with nothing to say. After I left the front of the mirror. Beth said, Pops, I swear we could be related. I don't like many veggies, and I have a sister who won't eat anything referred to as a casserole, no matter what it is.
Amen.
I knew we had some long-lost relatives. Adam at Grease Spot Garage TV said, hey guys, hey Adam. David said he's making this sleeping a routine. He already slept today. Now he's sleeping again. But hello, David. Lotus said, or beat the tar out of you. Yep. Daddy with the capital D said, someone's sleepy, huh? Coming from the one who's probably already asleep again. Mike said, hey, Adam. Madison said, hey, Adam. Adam said,
I'm
Mike.
sleepy.
Madison said, Dad asleep. Lotus said, hey, Adam. Adam said, boss lady. Madison said, who's surprised? No one. And then Dad sleeping. Adam said, Lotus. Beth said, my sister also doesn't like the word moist. Well, Madison's sister doesn't, so I use it every chance I get.
Moist.
This soup be moister than an oyster. Marissa, I just realized I trusted 2 men on the internet. Lol.
Yep.
I'm not telling you to trust me, but at what point have I lied to you? Adam said, Maria. Madison said, my sister hates the word to Beth. Lol. Maria said, my brother is vegan since the day he was born. Sounds like your brother having a shitey life. Jason said, hi Beth. Hi Adam. Mike said, is that banjos I hear in the background? Jane said, hi David. Adam said, Jane. Beth is laughing at Madison. Jane said, hi Justin. David said, you asked him. He'll swear up and down he's not sleeping.
I'm not sleeping.
If he's awake to respond. Beth said, hi Jane. Chick wing buckets. So I got some shit on balls earlier when dumping. It's smelling very nice. Well, make sure you peel it off.
Too. I hope it itches.
Nope, I poured it. It didn't get on anything. Alex Ramos said, you guys waiting on the welfare check, boys? Yeah, totally. Waiting for the welfare check. Oh, wait, never mind. I pay into the
Hell, I
taxes.
can't wait on the damn thing. I got to go to work so I can give it to y'all.
Yep. Mike said, hi, David. Hello, David. How are you? We got 22 people liking, 46 thumbs up. Mini Jim said it looks spicy in there. I am a little warm. He is not. He is comfortable, so I do have a fan on. It is a little spicy in the building, mainly because we don't have air conditioning or heat. We will be changing that.
Before the next live, I guess I'll move all my snacks. People don't like it.
Person don't like it. Chicken is rubbing some peanut butter on their butt cheeks right now. Probably so your dumbass can have your dog lick it off, weirdo. Jay said, chicken wing, you so funny. Not. Lotus said the weirdos are out. Yep, they're 15 minutes early tonight. WWE said today at school I kept saying the F word, and yesterday I called my gym teacher assistant a dumbass, effing bastard. Any hints to cope from dumbass peers and teachers?
Let it go, boo.
You're what? What'd she say? You're 14, so you're in high school. Tell you right now, if you think high school's rough, just wait till you get a full-time job. and then you're relying on a paycheck, and then your temper gets to you, and you call somebody an effing dumbass, you lose your job.
Guarantee they were trying to correct him for something he did wrong.
I just about guarantee
And
it.
he can't stand that.
Constructive criticism. You're not always going to be right. I am wrong more times than I'm right, it seems like.
Hell, I ain't never been right in my life. Ask my wife.
No thanks. Alex Rainbow said, who's buying the beers and barbecued peanuts? Well, ain't nobody here buying beer, and I like boiled peanuts. Lotus retracted his message. Maria said, Pop's sleeping next to Pops. Lotus said, we need more snacks. We do need more snacks. I'm running out. Minnie Jim said, have you ever loved a woman who wasn't clean? Nope. Mike said, if you need a place to store your snacks, you got my address. I still got to send Mike something else. We sent you those straps. We got to send you something
He
else.
gonna get his strap on.
Adam and Eve emailed me back. Madison said, oop, Allie's done cuddling. Nice while it lasted. There you go.
I'm done.
WWE said, no, I'm in 8th grade. Oh, then your mama needs to wash your mouth out with soap. 8th graders shouldn't be talking like that. Back in the day, if you would have talked to your teacher like that, the teacher and your mama would have beat your ass.
Teacher should have smacked the shit out of you.
I bet you'd think twice if the teacher smacked the shit out of you and tasted blood the rest of the day. Look, I'm not a big fan of that old lady telling us to respect our elders, but these people have been around the earth a time or two, and they got something they can teach you.
Jane, tell them, respect your elders. Tell them, Jane.
Maria said that's gay, Pops. Don't sleep next to the other Pops. And then Alex Ramos said the guy in the yellow shirt has a camel toe. Why are you staring at a guy's crotch? Chris Fisher says, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Chris. How are you doing today, my friend? Lotus said, I'm always right, even when I'm wrong. Look, I realized I was wrong 10 minutes ago. Now I'm just arguing to piss you off. Jane said, WWE, I told my kids that they had to learn to play the game. It's part of life. Yes, it is. You will learn very quickly whenever you get older and get out to the workforce. If you ever get out to the workforce, you start running your mouth like that to coworkers, they'll wait for you in the parking lot and stomp your ass.
It used to happen quite a bit.
It still
Everybody
happens.
got so damn candy ass now, they'll get a lawyer or a gun or something, but
I don't care. I beat somebody's ass out there. Look, I'll lose my job. Ask me how much I care. Union might get it back. Madison said now she's climbing on things. Yep. Madison, or not Madison, Maria said gay. He's got socks on. Mike said, I still like the crayon in the box thing. I said that on Facebook today. Jane said, hi, Chris. Maria said, gay again. Alex Ramos said, he is not his dad. The hairs don't match. Yeah, because he shaves his head and I got to get a haircut. Minnie Jim said, have you ever heard of the North Carolina headbutt? I have not, and I live in North Carolina. Jacob at Cowboy Explorer is laughing with the praying hands and said, Pops. Lotus said we should all start sending them random snacks to put on the table.
you need the address?
That would be so freaking cool.
Y'all need the address?
But I still want to do like the Christmas card thing, like every once in a while send just a random person to in the like the members or the Christmas card queue.
We got to get back
So
on
start sending stuff.
the website so we can get this thing going.
Yes. Let's see here.
Anybody local can handle a website for us?
Jane said if my kids got in trouble at school, they got it worse when they got home.
Oh, I did too. My mama knew it before I got home. I didn't
Yeah.
have to come home and tell her.
I did too. Mike
She
said
didn't
that's
do
a
it.
fact, Jack. Maria said I'm not wearing socks. And when are you going to take your socks off? When I go to bed. I sleep next to a woman. So that ain't gay. Cowboy said naked feet. Oh no. Ryan at VR6 Prodigy said, hey Mike. Adam said, you hurt my feelings. I am suing you. Joke's on you, Adam. I ain't got shit you can have. But you want
He
to see me
has
do
to
it
wear
again?
his socks when Madison goes,
Fuck you. Adam, you want to see me hurt your feelings again? Lotus said the wall of snacks. That would be so freaking cool. I-Rap said hillbillies, the classy hillbillies to you.
you
And
know,
that's
that
Mr.
would be
Hillbilly.
cool if as many people we got all over the world and all over the place
That would be cool.
and different snacks that we don't have here. That would be cool.
That would be cool. Like
Send your
up,
snack. We'll try it here on live.
like up in Ohio, they have L8, a cherry drink.
Yeah,
It's the closest thing I've had to cheerwine, and I did not like it.
Who was it that was telling us? They were supposed to send us
Somebody was supposed to send us a bunch of stuff, and then they
yeah,
just
and
disappeared.
then they come
disappeared.
to Ohio and had a wreck and all that. Supposed
Yeah.
didn't come back, but
Yeah, it's about like the rest of the people on the internet. I don't believe them.
but like in Australia, their cookies are like biscuits or
Yeah,
vice versa.
just like Maria's tea is like our coffee.
Right.
Alex Ramos said, let's order some chicken wings and cheap strippers, boys. Boy, I'd be in trouble.
Midget strippers.
Woo! Mike said, hey, Ryan. Maria said, OMG, you think I should send a snack? If you want to. Look, you only got $20.
She got $20.
You only got $20. I don't know how much it would cost to send something to America, but you would be welcome to. I'd gladly give you the address. David said, you woke up for food. Fat ass. He didn't add that last part in.
My ass ain't fat, but my belly is.
American Makers, that is sweet of you guys to do that.
Sweet.
American Makers said, one day I'll be popular enough. Well, we only had, 20 cards we sent out last year? But it was
I
kind
hope
of the
it's
last
more
minute
this
thing.
year.
If you want to be part of the Christmas card sending, please send us an email at neverdoneprojects@gmail.com
On the
or
website.
go to neverdoneprojects.com and there is a place to sign up for the Christmas cards. You'll need your first name, last name, mailing address, and a good email. And it will send us an email and notify us that you have been requested to be on the Christmas card list for 2026. So please, if you want to, by all means do it. It costs nothing.
We already got the picture in mind. We're gonna do it this year.
Yep. Adam said, Maria, I only wear one sock. And then Maria said, you're half gay. And that's Adam, by the way, not Daryl. Lotus said, only half gay. Minnie Jim said, let's all take our shirts off. I'll go first. I started to one time, and a bunch of people live got mad at me. I will pay you to keep it on. American Maker said,
Show me the money.
You got $1,100.
How do I have $11?
I did your taxes.
That didn't come from you, bitch.
It comes from me doing the taxes.
Yeah, be damned.
American Maker said, oh, same here. 80s and the parents knew folks you didn't know. When you got home, you messed up. You getting a tanning on your butt and sent to bed. Mm-hmm.
My mama was a hairdresser, and y'all know how people talk in the hair salons, a bunch of damn gossip. They knew what the hell was going on before I done what I was doing wrong.
Biz Nash said, any advice how to level up in the technical trade? I work for the railroad, my friend. But I'll tell you right now, if you think showing up first, putting in the best effort, putting your best foot forward, you think that's going to help you? Wrong. Show up
I'll tell you,
late.
if you want to get ahead in life and in your job, be lazier as shit.
Yep,
You'll move way up.
Show up late, be a sorry ass at work, and complain all the time, and be stupid. They'll promote you.
They'll promote you. You'll be damn running the company before you know it.
Yep, be CEO. Lotus said this is going to pinch a bit. Uh-oh. Maria said unboxing snack video. I would gladly
That
do
would
it.
be cool as shit.
Until somebody sent me a damn bag of dicks and exploded dicks
That
and
shit would
glitter
be funny
everywhere.
as hell.
That would be
I don't care. I mean, it would be embarrassing. That'd be funny as
Madison
hell.
said he don't wear socks. He likes it. Listen, motherfucker. There's clouds in the sky. You'll get struck down.
She go. Somebody said earlier, you said on there so long you're going to have hemorrhoids. I said, that's all right. Madison pushing back in.
Y'all. WWE said my teachers are allowed to restrain kids, though. Your teachers should be smacking you in the mouth talking like that. Alex Ramos said y'all look like Canadians, eh?
Eh?
Not quite. We're in North Carolina, American land.
We are humans, man.
John Glad said you guys are in the top 5%. Hopefully it's not for dumbest, but hopefully it's a good thing. Cowboy said you should have a fan mail day. That would be so cool.
Well, y'all got to send it.
Look, if we started getting fan mail or something, if we needed to set up a P.O. box, we would. But if people wanted to start sending fan mail or something, I would have no problem doing that, like, depending on how much comes into it, once a month, once a week, whatever it is. I'd gladly do it. And pick a vehicle to do it in front of, or pick a random spot in the building. It would be so cool to be able to say, hey.
I just do it in front of the camera.
Yep, like that's the wall of members, but I mean, have random shit around here that's been sent to us. I'd love to do it. David said, made a big mistake. Brought my credit card to the casino. I'll be working for free for a month.
Oh,
damn.
Lord.
Remember, David, the house always wins. Adam said, Maria has good snacks. Where's she at? She sent me, she had a bag of, it was like jumbo sour Skittles. Like, them fuckers were big. I said, we ain't got them.
Yeah, but ask her what she gets when she buys a sandwich.
A cup of coffee?
Nah,
What?
I had to show you.
Oh,
She
God.
got part of a lighter in it.
Oh, yeah, she swallowed that. Probably killed you. American Maker said, if someone from the UK sends you a dessert called Spotted Dick, please let me know. It is, one told me, it's almost like a fruitcake, but not quite a fruitcake.
I don't
If
know
I
if
get
I'm
a
going to try
package-
Spotted Dick.
If
I'm
I get a
sorry.
package that says Spotted Dick, I am not eating it.
I may show y'all, but y'all ain't going to watch me eat it.
Zachary Sauer said, am I allowed to poop while I watch the stream? Sure, just make sure you wipe
Well, you
well.
ain't here.
Maria
I don't give
said-
a damn if you wipe well. You can dry as far as I'm concerned.
Maria said, maybe I should sell the chicken so I have more money to send you snacks.
There you go.
Man. Mike said, WWE, what Randy is telling you is a fact. I inserted my nose into someone else's business and now I have a metal plate in my jaw. Yup. Things aren't that bad anymore, but you gotta be careful. Alright? Teachers
Well,
are
I'm
paid
telling
to
y'all
deal
right
with
now,
you.
Walmart or the stores, local stores sells crayons. Buy your crayon, draw your box, and stay your ass in it.
I'll even give you your water back. Let's see. American Maker said, I would, guys, but dealing with some stuff right now and wouldn't get to me regardless. It's okay, buddy.
We understand. We really do.
Hugh said, hello, Scoots and Randy. Hello, Hugh.
Hello, you.
Maria said, Adam and Daryl. I can't find the difference between them. Adam has one leg, Daryl has two. Hugh said, hello, American. Adam said, Grandpito Vic. Hugh said, hello, Mike. Daryl said, huge difference, Maria. Jacob said, what's up, Hugh? Hugh said, I spent many a hungry nights. Sure, a lot of us have. Adam said Daryl. Mike said Daryl. Hugh said Daryl, or Maria, excuse me. Alex Ramos said, raise your hand if you take a ham sandwich to work.
I used to now.
I have.
I used to take ham, take bologna, take peanut butter and jelly. I need to get back on it, to be honest with you. I don't have those snacks here.
Jane said, Pops, did your mom beat you with a hairbrush?
No, my mom always whipped me on the ass with a belt. Now, I never got hit with anything. My mom smacked me one time and my daddy smacked me in the face one time. But everything outside of that was always with the belt. They used to, I used to have to go out there and get a switch. And I would have to go get the switch. And if I didn't get a good one, Daddy would go get one. But they whipped me with a switch one time. It brought blood. And they quit using the switch and always used the belt.
Hugh said, hello, Zachary. American Maker said, hi, Grandpa Vic. Good to see you. Hope Grandma Vic is feeling better. I'm going to skip all the highs because I am getting behind. And we're running behind. We only got 15 minutes. Daryl said, hi, all been here since the start like last night. Got you, Daryl. I imagine you busy as a
I
cat
guess you
coming
didn't
up shit.
skip all the highs.
Yep. I'm still. Look, that one had more to it, jackass. Beth said, truer words never been spoken, RH3. Hey, I put that on the front of a locomotive. Madison said, I'll send you a bag of dicks. Beth said, slackers rewarded daily. And then Hugh said, hey. Madison said, he won't strike it. I'm not lying. Hugh said, she is slightly awake after a nap. She's a bit better, thank you. Adam said, starting to wire Pandora today. Awesome. Nicholas said, hello. Hello, Nicholas.
Hello, Nicholas.
Only reason I didn't skip it is because Nicholas, this is the first time he's come in tonight. Hugh said, cool deal, Adam. Maria said, I was about to die because of that damn sandwich. True that. Erwin Curtis said, the snack corner looks pretty full. Some of them's missing. We've ate them all.
Well, the two crackers are about gone. The graham crackers has not been open yet. The Cocoa Puffs has about one more bowl left. So we're getting low on them.
Yep. Emoto-L9X said, cut your hair off for 100,000. You send me
I'll
a
do
hundred.
it.
You send me 100,000 USD on a super chat. I'll cut my hair off right now.
Hell, I'll shave it. I got the razor. Some people can tell when you change
Yep.
razors.
Adam said, "Pops, grow hair for $100." LOL.
Not
I'm safe.
$100. 100,000, yes.
Nicholas sent a bunch of pieces. Mike said, Jane, I'm going to guess it was probably more like an Amish broom. Hugh said, Mom sent me to bed a lot because I wouldn't eat what she made me. I've gotten that a lot. You either gonna
Oh,
eat what
let me tell you something.
you gonna eat what I made, or you going to bed hungry,
I'll
boy.
tell you right now, my mom, we would fix a plate and I had to eat everything on the table, at least some of it. And I would have that plate, and I'm gonna tell you, when she'd cook greens, I'd probably drink 3 or 4 glasses of tea trying to get those. That was the last thing on my plate. And I would have to sit at that table till I finished, and I'd about gag. I hate greens.
American Maker said, love a good steak, ham steak, ribeye, prime rib, London broil, etc. I agree. Maria said, I got beat by a shoe once because I was annoying my sister.
Oh, hell.
Sounds like you need to be beat by a shoe again. Alexis said hi and yes. Maria said, when I was 7. Alex Ramos said, my dad would just chunk me out the truck at 30 miles. I totally believe that one. Adam said, I picked my brother's Switch and got in more trouble because it was so big. Jane's laughing at Adam. WWE said, does getting restrained hurt? Depends on how much you piss me off. I will assist you to the ground and I might break a rib or two. Adam said, it was dang near a log, Jane, lol. Alexis said, dog. Jacob said, that's what she said. Daryl said, what did the shipmates find in the toilet? I don't know. Captain's log. I get it. Maria said, yes, even if you shave your eyebrows, that they don't exist, I can notice. Oh no, I think they're talking about me. I'd shave my hair for 100,000 USD.
She's talking about, I said something about the razor. She said
Oh,
I
yeah.
looked like I changed razors last night.
Oh,
And I bought a new razor.
Madison said, you better grow it back for $100,000. Shit. I keep that in there for
That's
balling
right.
for a year.
$100,000, she's gonna go red.
Shit. If I get $100,000, I don't give a shit, Keisha. I can damn pay the house off, still have a couple $1,000s left. Well, I just about pay this place off for
Hey,
$100,000.
right now, you got $100,000. There better be a skid steer on this property somewhere.
Motherfucker, if they give me $100,000, I will buy a skid steer. I'll get a damn nice skid steer. Mattis or Daryl said Captain's log. Jane said, do you like white cheddar Cheez-Its?
Yes, I
don't know
do.
if I've ever really tried it.
I do. That's my favorite.
Dennis the Menace at Twisted Mopar said, good evening, everyone. Good evening,
Hello, Dennis.
How are you doing today?
How many likes we got?
We are showing 51 likes with 16 people watching. James said, restraining doesn't hurt as much as the beating that comes after. Yep. Mike says, lol, assisted to the ground. I'd like to know how many times I wrote that down. I had a lieutenant. He was actually the recruiter who hired me, who became my lieutenant. I had a guy, he was pretending that he was all cracked out. And he was in a Section 8 housing apartment. And the EMS got there. It was 2 younger chicks. And whenever they tried to put a blood pressure cuff on him, he reared up like an old school zombie and tried to bite him. Well, I grabbed him by the back of his neck and the back of his pants, and I slammed him through a damn table. And whenever my lieutenant asked what happened, I said, I assisted him to the ground. He said, all right, not a use of force. What'd you really do? I said, oh, I slammed that bastard through a damn table. And my backup officer was the one who sat on my damn interview panel. We called her Big Red. Yeah. She's like, yep, he assisted him to the ground. Quite remarkably, too. Yeah, assisted him to the ground. Jane said, LOL, Keisha. Jacob said, what's up, Twisted? Adam said, Jane, call me when it's over. Jane said, assist to the ground. Anything like hip checking? Oh, absolutely. Topper said, how do you drive in the rain without hydroplaning? When in doubt, throttle it out. Jane said, okay, Adam. Twisted Mopar, Dennis, sent $9.99. Thank you, Dennis.
What?
Thank you very much. He sent $9.99.
Well, thank you, man.
Thank you, Dennis. Matt said, Ho, I was saying you could do it for that. Just grow it back. I would, Ho. Dennis said, ice cream. Well, that's the next thing of ice cream for you, Daddy.
All right, thank you.
Jacob said, what did the captain say on the cruise ship he found mother of pearl on the poop deck?
Hi-ho.
Hi-ho. It's
Hi-ho.
up your... I'll go. Dennis said, ice cream. Ice cream. Beth
Ice
said...
cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Beth said, white cheddar Cheez-Its are the only ones I like. I used to like cheese nips, but they quit making them.
I like the white cheese better, but I like them all. But if I go get them and they got the white cheese, I'd rather have that.
Maria said, I told my dad I want to have a K card. He said, you don't even have money. What's a K card? Like a credit card? Hugh said hello to Dennis. WWE said, I have a fun idea. One day on y'all's stream should do a regular stream, but if someone donates $1, you should do 1 extra minute of stream. Oh, like a begathon. I mean, I would be willing to do something like that, but I mean, the biggest thing would be keeping the phone charged. If somebody wants us to do it, we would gladly do a stream, and it would start out with being a 2-hour stream. And instead of $1 being 1 minute, hell, I'll do $1 be 10 minutes.
Hell, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna do a 10-minute stream instead.
Well, hey, how much y'all think we're worth? You think we're worth $60 an hour? Because $1 a minute is $60 an hour. I mean, I'm worth that at work, but here we're not here to work. We're here to have fun. But we will entertain that. I would be willing to do something of that nature. Jacob said, "What's up, Twisted? Hope you're having a good day." Maria said, "No, but I still have in the future." I got you. Hugh said, "Hello, WWE." Carla said, "I'm back, y'all gay bearded homosexuals." Welcome back, Carla. Mike said, "Also repeatedly fell up the stairs." I had on one use of force packet that I hit him with a house. Because my backup officer watched me grab one and sling him and slam him against the side of a house. And his words to the lieutenant was, I watched Rudy pick him up and hit him with a house. And that went into a use of force packet. Hitting a man with a house. Hugh said, "Welcome back, Carlo." Carlo said, "Thank you, Hugh." Maria said, "Yep, credit card." Rev Low said, "Have you dookied yet today, bro?" 3 times. Thank you. Mike said, "Hi, Dennis." Dennis said, "Mike, I'm doing the best I can." Well, you're doing all right, Dennis. Every day is a good day. Some days are bad, some days are good, but you can't have good without bad or bad without good. Jacob said, "You guys make me laugh." I'm glad we can make you laugh, buddy. Maria said, "Randy, did you get in a fight with one of your brothers?"
I'll have to say, we have been very fortunate with that. They give each other hell, but they've never really had knockdown dragouts like
I got
that.
smacked with a shovel once.
Yeah, but you deserved it. You were
I didn't give
fucking
him a
hard.
I know I was not. I
I
didn't give
told
him a
him,
plastic. I
Randy,
did not give him a
shut up.
plastic.
Silence,
dump
I
truck.
kill you.
Please do. I tried. It didn't work.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all, Randy used to muck with Steven so damn hard it was so funny. I told Randy, I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's gonna get even with you one day, and I don't want to hear a damn word. Well, he was messing with Steven, and Steven had walked off, and Randy was laid back down on the floor, was watching TV or something. Steven coming out, I don't remember what he had, but he hit Randy across the back of the head. I told him, I said, don't you even damn move.
Okay, because this isn't the same scenario I'm talking about. Because we were up in the woods playing with them dump trucks, and he clocked me in the back of the head with a shovel.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, I promise you, I know Steven, he has not done that unless you fucked with him somewhere or the other.
Nope.
Yeah,
I would never do that.
Yeah, damn There's people on here that don't know us that long. They damn well know you would do it.
Mike said house with a bunch of laughing faces. I didn't have many uses of force, and I had a lieutenant who, he told me, "Randy, I'm starting to think," like I worked on South End Town, which was notorious gang activity, bad area. He says, well, not Randy, he called me Rudy. He said, "Rudy, I'm starting to worry that you can't handle yourself in a fight. You've not had a use of force in like the 2 years that I've been your lieutenant. I'm starting to get a little concerned." He says, "Why haven't you had a use of force?" I said, "Because I'm very good at talking my way out of it. why hurt somebody whenever you can come to a common conclusion and nobody gets hurt? He says, well, I'm going to need you to, next time there is an opportunity, basically, you handle it as best as you can. Don't go out trying to hurt nobody, but I want to see you get a use of force so I can put on paper that you can handle yourself. Well, the next thing you know is a guy pulled a gun on us in a traffic stop. I broke both of his collarbones, about 8 of his ribs, broke his arm, snapped it in half, all 10 of his fingers, and I think I fractured his leg. He was breathing and drinking and eating through a straw, and he said, well, I guess you figured out you can handle that. I said, don't fuck with me. I didn't have another one for the rest of the time I was there. Maria said, how about you, old man? Did you have any fights with your sister?
None that was recorded.
WWE said, do you want to do a poll to see if other people interested in doing that? Well, we only got 3 minutes left tonight, WWE. If you remind me of it tomorrow night, I will put up a poll at the beginning of the live, and we will let it run for an hour, something like that. And if people want us to do it, I mean,
now keep in mind,
we would have to do that on a Friday or Saturday night.
yeah. Now keep in mind, we will greatly entertain anything y'all want.
Yeah.
We'll accept what y'all want, but we don't beg for stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people call that a begathon. And I'll be damned if I want people to think we're begging for money.
I'll accept it now.
But we're not begging it. Jane said, oldest daughter put my son through a wall. Madison said, Randy would never taunt anybody. And before you say I'm making that up, that she put right there, Randy would never taunt anybody.
Oh, I promise you.
He's an angel.
I promise she put it. The only thing is,
you
in sarcastic
you can't
words.
read sarcasm. Maria said, I don't
No,
know
when
him.
you read it, I knew what it was.
Maria said, I don't know him that long, and I'm sure 100% he did that. Damn, Maria.
Damn right he did.
I would never. Jane said, Madison. He just said, right. Madison said, my oldest sister chased me with a knife. Your oldest sister's batshit crazy. Alexis said, dog and hi. Hello again, Alexis. Maria said, OMG, Madison, why she did that? Because she's fucking crazy. Mike said, come on, Pops. Fess up to statute of limitations have run out on sibling fights.
I did think I thought I killed her one time.
Hey, no, nothing recorded. I thought I killed her one time.
I did.
The fuck?
She was laying on the floor, wasn't moving.
We only got a minute. Hurry
The
up.
only reason she jumped up was I looked out the window. I said, "Oh shit, there's Mama." And she jumped up off the floor, act like that was wrong. If Mama wasn't coming, but I knew she was lying. But the longer she laid there, the more scared her I got.
Yeah. Adam said, threatening my life will leave you wishing you had made better choices. Exactly. I'm pretty nice guy, but you put me in a position, you ain't gonna like it. Jacob's laughing. Alexa said, even and hi. Hello again. Adam said, so, did you taunt that tree? Oh yeah, while I was cutting it down, I said, I bet you can't get me. Bet you can't get me. Stupid tree, motherfucker.
No wonder I heard, ah.
Yeah, that tree went, damn tree. WWE said, good night. I'm going to take a shower. I've been good for 2 days in stream now. Thank you for being good. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, and please be good tomorrow.
You gotta play the music.
I will play the music. Maria said, why did you do that? Which one are you talking about?
Probably got me and my sister. I don't remember the circumstances, but y'all gotta realize, my sister knew that if we didn't do our chores, we would both get our ass beat. So she wouldn't do them because she knew I didn't want to whip him, so I'd have to do all the damn chores while she sat there and did nothing. And then because she knew I would do it to keep getting my ass beat. That made me so damn mad.
Maria said, OMG, if my brother did this to me, I would never talk to him again. You probably did something to deserve it.
Well,
Jacob said, bye-bye. Good night, everybody. Love you guys. Thanks for coming in, Jacob. We'll see you tomorrow.
We don't have the best relationship.
Madison said, because she was crazy, Maria. Carlos said, I'm rich in love and slow to anger. I'm not. Maria said she was.
Wait a
She
minute,
isn't now.
Carlo said that?
Yeah.
Carlo done told us about him and the college. I don't want to hear that.
Madison said, she's still crazy, but she's medicated now. Alexa said hi and dog. Maria said, I stand with your sister. Of course you would. Your sister's company. Mike said, good night, guys. Enjoy the live stream. See you tomorrow. Good night,
you,
Mike.
Mike.
See you tomorrow. Maria said, just like you, stand with my dad. Hey, we'll stand with you on some of it. We just think you could be nicer to him. Beth said, yes, tonight was a good one. Thank you, Beth. James said, take care, all. Everybody, thanks for coming in. We will see y'all tomorrow. And y'all enjoyed tomorrow's video. If you get a chance, please watch tomorrow's video and tell me what you think about the intro. I kind of changed it up just a tickle. And Hugh said, have an awesome night, everyone. And American Maker said, take care, you guys. Everybody have a good day.
Good night whenever you're watching this. And remember,
Keep it silly.
thank you.
Thank y'all. Lotus said, good night, all. American Maker said, stay safe. Thank y'all.